When you sign up for this man's Twitter account, make sure you find the right one, because there is a fake Frank Viverito Twitter account. St. Louis Sports Commission President Frank Viverito. Good morning, Frank.
Good morning, McGraw. Kelly tells me that I've made it if I have a fake Twitter account.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Great.
No question about it.
Awesome.
All right, let's get to it. This SEC basketball tournament, kind of a big deal. You guys probably worked quite hard on this, didn't you?
A very big deal. We worked very hard on it, and I cannot underestimate the support that we got from the University of Missouri. Mike Alden and his group were terrific. We've had a great relationship with the SEC, dating back to Mike Sly, the commissioner's time in, with Conference USA, Great Midwest, with that whole SLU activity back in the 90s. And it was an event that we absolutely really just wanted to bring to St. Louis, kind of cement the relationship with the league and see where it grows.
Okay, so logistically, it's going to be 2018.
Yes.
And the Mo Valley tournament one weekend and the SEC tournament the next weekend?
That would be the plan. We're also, bidding right now on locking up the Valley tournament for the next 5 years. They're committed through their 25th anniversary, which is next year.
Okay.
And then they're up for bid 2016 through 2020. So we want to lock that up for 5 years, and then we'll play the tournaments back-to-back in 18.
Do you threaten Doug Elgin? How do you do that? You get fitted for cement shoes, or how do you go about doing that?
Number one, I am married to somebody on the staff, so that changes the dynamic a little bit. But Doug's been terrific. We did the Conference USA tournament back in '97 for St. Louis University, back to back with the Valley, and while it's not optimal. He sort of agreed that if we only do it once every 21 years, that it'll work for them. That the bigger challenge is working with the Blues,
right?
Because we don't want to keep the Blues out of town for too much in March, and we have a pretty good relationship, pretty good understanding with Tom Stillman and Jay Roberts and Bruce Affleck. That if we can do 2 non-Blues events in the month of March. Then that has great impact on St. Louis, and it's something the Blues can handle scheduling-wise.
Right. Well, that's good. So everyone's sort of working whatever they can to make it happen.
Exactly.
What does it take to get events like this to St. Louis, and why do they consider St. Louis?
Sure. The number one key is relationships. And that's that's what we've been pretty good at by doing this consistently for 25 years. The next thing is the package. Not just the venue, but the venue, the hotels, the experience, the fan experience, the student athlete experience. So you present a package where you say folks are going to have a great time in St. Louis, and you hope that carries the day. Money figures into it too, but what you're finding is that the money's pretty comparable from all the cities.
Well, the St. Louis Union Station has been revamped and retooled. Is that sort of in the package as well?
That's very much in the package, and I'm kind of laughing because
it's a brilliant question.
It's a brilliant question, but our son just opened the Flying Trapeze Center at Union Station right next to the Hard Rock Cafe, and you guys did a story about
That's your
him.
Son?
That would be my son.
Your son is related to that.
Well, he's the worst PR guy in the world. We do a whole show on it, and he doesn't even tell us who you are.
That's exactly right. He's making his way in the world. He's the head coach and general manager of the Flying Trapeze Center at Union Station. And we hope all the SEC basketball fans will come to town and learn to fly when their team's not playing.
Our guy Kyle went down there,
yes.
An Iraqi veteran went down there, and he should have worn a tutu. I should have told you that, but anyway.
That's not easy.
No. All right, so that's good news. All right, so but there's a couple of things I want to ask you about. But recently, the state passed that pass-through tax. Was that part of the deal here, and is that one of the reasons why we got it?
Not only was it part of the deal, but if we don't have that tax credit in place, we probably don't bid on the event.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's that important for us.
All right, so the SEC Championship 2018, you've got the Curtis Cup coming up here.
Curtis Cup is next week,
right,
at St. Louis Country Club.
What is that for people who don't know?
That is the women's amateur equivalent of the Ryder Cup, and it's USA against Great Britain and Ireland. The setting is magnificent at St. Louis Country Club. It's June 6th, 7, and 8. It's match play, and it's free. And the folks at St. Louis Country Club, this is a gift to St. Louis and anybody who's looking for something to do next Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I believe it is. Come on out.
So, I mean, talk about falling into it. What a great event and a great venue.
Awesome. And Ellen Port is the team captain. Ellen is probably the best amateur golfer in ever from Missouri or almost any place else. And she's terrific. It's just been a great experience for the Sports Commission to connect with that event, and St. Louis is going to love it.
And there's a soccer game coming up?
Yep, we've got a soccer game Friday night at the Edward Jones Dome, Ivory Coast and Bosnia.
Right.
Tickets, plenty of tickets available, but both of those teams have qualified for the World Cup, so that's this Friday night at 7:30. So we got lots going on.
And then what's long term? What's coming out next couple of months and years?
We just submitted our bid for the NCAA Final Four, men's Final Four.
Okay.
Bidding for 17, 18, 20. Another bid for second and third rounds or regionals for 16, 17, 18 at Scottrade Center.
Right.
We got a couple of wrestling championships coming up, and we're still working on bringing Mizzou football to town, hopefully in the next 2 years.
Yeah. Anything in the works with Busch Stadium and SEC baseball championship or football, another football game or something?
Let me tell you. Our board chair right now is Dave Peacock, formerly of Anheuser-Busch.
Right.
And Dave has thrown down the gauntlet. He said, if you guys book one event, I want it to be SEC baseball at Busch Stadium. So they're pretty happily set at the minor league ballpark in just outside of Birmingham in Hoover, Alabama.
Okay.
But Dave has challenged us to go out.
Oh, Big Ten could play at Busch Stadium too.
They could.
Yeah. Website to find out more.
stlsports.org.
And just out of curiosity, if somebody wants to go on a flying trapeze, is there a website for that down at Union Station?
Circusharmony.org, I believe it is.
There you go. Where did you go wrong with that one?
My
Holy
kid ran away, joined the circus.
Frank Viverito, St. Louis Sports Commission president and a good guy. Thanks, Frank Viverito. Quick